Happy 2025. Happy New Year. Starting it off. Hopefully, you guys are all safe. Excuse me. Hopefully, everyone had a great year. 2024, that is. Hopefully, you had a great last year, and hopefully, this year is going to be better. I am starting my New Year's off at the urgent care. My son stepped on a nail at a park, so unfortunate. Pray for him. But I wanted to come on, and he's with his mom getting taken care of. But if you hear some little one in the back, I got my daughter in the back. But just wanted to come on and encourage someone out there that is thinking about starting maybe a project or something like that in 2025, and maybe you haven't done it yet. Last year, maybe you didn't do it, and maybe you are really still passionate about it and still thinking about it, and maybe you want to lean into it. I would highly recommend that you go ahead and start. Also, let me say this too. I don't know if anyone's been following the story that's happened down in New Orleans. Prayers out to those people and those folks. That is an awful, awful way to not just bring in the new year, but any time of year you have senseless violence that happens. It's just tragic. So heart goes out to those people, and hopefully that community can recover, and hopefully they get all the people involved. But as most of you know, my channel is more dedicated to encourage people to start, giving you tips and tricks as far as real estate goes. That's kind of my passion. I have other passions too, and they kind of come up here periodically. But as far as investing, I love investing. I love talking about it. I'm very curious about it. I've been doing it, managing real estate for a while, so it's something that I've just been very familiar with. And I love, all things, honestly, that just deals with investing in business, running a business, starting a business. That's really what interests me. I love those types of things. So starting this YouTube channel back in July of last year was a huge, I don't want to say a huge undertaking, but it was definitely putting yourself out there is a risk. And that's not lost on me. I understand it's not for everyone. And but I think it can be. And I also realize not everyone is has I don't know. Not everyone's meant to be a thought leader is what I'm trying to say. But I do think everyone has a story and everyone has a hobby. And so if you ever are, if you're of a certain age, I would say late 30s into and on, and you've lived enough life to be able to have a story to tell. And I think that you have a hobby or something like that you could definitely share with the world, and the world would be ready to hear, and you would find your tribe. So I just wanted to come on and just say, whatever that thing is that you've been holding off or you've been thinking about and you just haven't done it, I would highly recommend you just go ahead and start. You never know. You never know. You might be one thing away from, just starting something new that you didn't know you could even do. But I think this is the year for starting. And just see what happens. We only got one life, and that's not like a profound statement, but we only have one life to live. And I would hate to get to the end of that life and have regret, and looking back, if there's anything that I missed, or maybe I should have went after and I didn't chase my goals and my dreams and get after them. I would highly recommend and encourage you guys to just go ahead and be reckless abandonment, go after it. I'm not saying do anything foolish, but I'm saying, like, if you're passionate about something, try it within reason, of course. I'm not saying everyone can go out and buy an apartment building or whatever it is. I don't know. but start somewhere, right? Maybe it's small. Maybe it's just you're in the researching phase. Maybe you've done all the researching phase and you're one of those people that will suffer from paralysis of analysis. But you just go after it, get after it. And even if you're older and you're maybe you're in the back nine, your life is kind of already kind of passed and happened. I don't know. It's never too late to start something. Start a new passion and be able to. The older people out there, maybe there's something you can impart on us, wisdom wise. Maybe there's something you can give us, and the world needs to hear that. Start that YouTube channel and just give us wisdom. I think wisdom is so precious and it's something so few and lacking, and I don't know. I'm probably talking in circles now, but my point is start. Just get out there, chase your dreams. You're never too old to really get out there and to make it happen for yourself. So with 2025, this is the first day. Most of us have it off. If you don't, that's okay too. But let's get out here and let's chase. I'm chasing financial freedom. Time freedom is what I'm really chasing. I know my life is not meant to be trapped in an office. Don't get me wrong, I thank God for it all. But I really want to be pursuing my dreams and passions. So let's get after it. This is it. Nothing else coming after this. So yeah, again, I just wanted to go ahead and drop a quick video about that. And we'll get back to our normal schedule programming. But yeah, I'm looking forward to bringing the channel some pretty exciting things this year. I'm working on getting a podcast off the ground, and that'll come to you as soon as we get I want to get at least a few episodes in the can before I release that, so we have something to pull from, because in the beginning it's gonna be a little bit challenged because it's just gonna be myself and doing all the work, which that's fine. This is kind of like a passion project for me. As a kid growing up, I loved interviews. I know that sounds weird for a kid, but I was the only child for a while, and my parents used to play, like, I watched a lot of CNN and Larry King. Murray used to do a lot of not documentaries, but like interviews, like with Michael Jackson and stuff like that. I watched a lot of those, and his wife Connie Chung, and just a lot of different long format interview. Dan Rathers, all these guys, and I love the radio. I know that's weird because my parents listen to a lot of talk news radio on the way to school, and just driving around, running errands or church, going back and forth. And I loved interviews and I loved stimulating conversations. I know growing up listening to News Talk 810 in the Bay Area, Dr. Bernie Ward, really loved that guy. Just his thought and how smart and brilliant he was, and how he really took time with his guests to ask, and just being curious, ask questions, right? I like Colin Cowherd. I think he's, in my opinion, underrated on his business acumen, outside of his sports journalist career. I mean, he's done a lot of cool stuff, and he's just very interesting. And I love the ability to be able to carry a whole entire show by yourself. I think that takes talent. And if you're, and to be entertaining, a good storyteller, I think those things are all just really talented. I think there's very few people that are very good at it and can draw the audience in and keep their attention for a long time. I think as far as YouTube goes, one of my favorites to watch is Anton Daniels, because he's interesting. Like him or hate him or love him, I think he's a really interesting content creator. And outside all that, I think he's an interesting guy. I know a lot of his views may be controversial to some, but I enjoy listening to him. And he's really knows how to carry a show, you know. That's not easy to do. And so I like those types of long format interviews and things like that. So I want to find people, and the people that I'm thinking about, that I already have a few people in my head, but they're not, you know, these household names or anything like that. These are just people that I've met in my life, and as I've been investing in things of that nature, people who have helped me, given me guidance, and so I hope to sit down with them and bring that to you, bring that conversation to you, have a conversation as if, you know, it's just two of us talking, and not be so scripted, if you will. Just have a raw, honest conversation about how they got to where they are and how they see the world. You know, that's the type of stuff that I'm looking to produce. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it goes. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to create another YouTube channel separately for that type of content. We shall see. But anyways, that's just some of the things that I'm thinking about doing. I'm just, hopefully that gives you some motivation and helps you figure out what it is you want to do. But hey, if we're sitting around and, you know, just thinking about things again, I think it's time to just get out there and do it. Unfortunately, I was listening to CNN the other day, and I don't know, this is not meant to strike fear in anyone, but they were talking about the doc. I forget the doctor's name. It leaves me at the moment, but you know, she was talking about potentially there being another pandemic with the rise of the bird flu that's transmitted. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like, we have just gotten into 2025. We don't need any more. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really ready for that. But I say all that to say, as I'm watching that, I was like, you know what? I'm not letting another moment go by without me going after and chasing my dreams. I'm not letting a second go by, because I'm not going to be sit here and be wishing that I just would have took action. You guys, take action. You get one shot at this, and I recommend you really, really, really take a good shot. And if you fail, at least you can say you tried. You know, and if you do fail, sometimes the first thing doesn't take off. It takes a couple, you know, times to get it going. So give yourself some grace. Hopefully you have a great year. Hopefully you had a good new year. And yeah, it's time to get out here and get it. All right, you guys, take care. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and for more good content, and share. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.